This episode is sponsored by Funky Gums Mouthguards and The One Who Follows, designer clothing sourced and delivered to your door.
Welcome along to In the Red Corner, back again with Lauren Reay. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Are you keeping well?
Good, yeah.
Good.
Very good.
So you just came back from Thailand not that long ago?
Yeah, end of November.
End of November, good time.
Very good. Can't wait to go back.
Back to the freezing cold of England. Yeah, Lauren, so tell us about yourself. How did you get into combat sports?
I started when I was about 13. I was pretty young when I got into it. I'd went to actually watch my friend at a karate competition, my best mate, and she did really well at karate. And I was thinking, oh, I didn't want to do karate, but I fancied doing some sort of combat sport after that. And she totally inspired us. And then my cousin was training Thai at the time, down at the Sand Centre. She took me down and I just fell in love with it and thought not long after that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, right through my teens, I kind of like dipped in and out of it a bit. Had a good few fights and then I had a big break whilst I was at uni and then came back into it a few years ago.
Nice one.
And here we are.
So from starting training, how long was it until your first fight?
It wasn't long.
Oh.
No, I was still 13 when I fought and I just got into it.
Right.
Yeah, I remember it wasn't very long. I can't remember exactly, but I kind of jumped right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a Carlisle show coming up.
Right.
So they got me on that pretty sharpish.
So as a 13-year-old girl, how did you feel? How did you prepare yourself for going to fight?
I don't think I did. Honestly, it was that long ago. I can't fully remember. I think they could see something in us.
Yeah.
It was Mike Haslam and Stu Holden at the time, and yeah, they just asked us if I wanted to be on the show, and obviously, like at that age, you're in like the body gear,
yeah,
and the shin pads. I think I must have just thought I got. Yeah, honestly, it was that long ago, but I remember it being so much harder than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, like being totally overwhelmed.
Right.
Yeah, and it's similar to how I felt in my first MMA fight. Like way harder than I remembered.
So, what made you decide that you wanted to fight? What's given you the drive and the push to kind of in the direction to be a fighter?
Now,
yeah,
at this age.
Well, no, both, yeah. Like when you were younger, when now.
I think I just loved it when I was younger. Like I loved the training. I loved like the whole team aspect of it and like working towards something. I've always struggled like training. Even now, if I've not got something to train towards, like an end goal, I find it hard to like motivate myself. It needs to be like I need to have something to work towards. So it was probably an aspect of that. But like now, I love the whole process of it.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy being in camp, which is weird. Like after my fights in Thailand, when I had this lag of, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do when I got home, and that's why I've ended up going this direction in Team England and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I need something to work towards, like that end goal. And it's good crack. I meet so many people from all over the world. I've made amazing friends. Like met some absolute nutters along the way. Like, yeah, you can't beat it. Like the culture of it.
Yeah. And
I would honestly, I don't know what I'd do with myself right now if I wasn't doing it.
Mm.
Like I love it.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
So when you see it as an obsession rather than a hobby?
Yeah, it's definitely not a hobby anymore. No. I'm at it every day. Like the last year especially, because I kind of realised, right, this is what I want to do, and I want to see how far I can get with it. I've just put everything into it, so it can't be a hobby when it's like that. Like you have to be obsessed with it. And that's something that I've really, when I reflect on just the last year, I've realised I'm fully in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
all in.
I'm not dipping my toes in anymore. Yeah, you have to be all in,
yeah.
And especially at my age, if I want to get anywhere with it, I can't be messing about. Like you have to go all or nothing, because I don't have 10 years left to do it. It's a bit different if I was 20.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I think you have to be a bit obsessed.
Yeah, it was good down the old the sand centre doing the training there. What did feel like a little family down there. Great lad, Stu Holden, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Steve Babieri, Wayne Fisher.
Oh yeah.
You know, he was a European, no, English champion.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Cracking lads. But there wouldn't have been too many females for you down there, was there, or to spar with and train with?
No, there was like I've always trained with Jackie, and Mandy was down there at the time, and there was like a few girls in and out, but there wasn't loads of female fighters.
Yeah.
So I've always been kind of one of the only girls that, especially up here.
Yeah.
There's not. I can't think of anyone really like a consistent training partner that's been a female that I've had. So that's what's good about Thailand. There's unlimited girls.
Yeah.
Like there's too many girls to train. Like you don't get through them all in a session.
What is your fight record here?
So in Thai, trying to think, 8 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw.
And you've never won at the home show, have you?
No, I'm cursed on home shows. Yeah.
Sorry to bring that up.
It's alright. Yeah, only ever lost at home in front of all my friends and family. Yeah, and MMA, lost my first MMA fight.
Yeah.
Also technically a home show because I was living in Liverpool at the time. Yeah.
So, like you say, you just came back from Thailand. You had 2 amateur fights out there. How was that? How was the training? How was the whole experience?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I knew I was going to love it. Obviously,
Yeah.
You can't not. But I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just class. You just live and breathe it though, and you can spend all day at the gym because there's so much going on. Especially at I trained at Bang Tao, and the coaching is insane. The like caliber of fighter that are there. You're training with girls in like the UFC or one championship. They're just on the mats with you. There's loads of champions walking around. You're meeting like inspiring people every day. Class training partners. The facility's unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the first day I walked in, I was like, oh my god, it's huge, and they're currently doing a big extension as well. Just because it's growing so fast, because it's such an amazing place. Yeah.
The last I spoke to you before you went to Thailand, you weren't sure which gym you were going to go to. How come you decided on Bang Tao?
Well, actually, someone that I used to train with in Liverpool, his dad got into contact with me because they were all going out there to Bang Tao, and they suggested it because I hadn't actually heard of it. So like I wasn't 100% sure what I was going to do because it was between there and Tiger.
Yeah.
But as soon as I walked in, I knew. I didn't even try any other gyms.
No, you just felt like
as soon as I walked in, I was like, yeah, it's here. Like honestly, it's an amazing gym.
So is it just Thai boxing over there, or could you do jiu-jitsu, and was it just one discipline, or?
No, all of it.
All of it.
So I actually didn't train Thai out there the whole time I was there, apart from when I took those 2 fights at the end.
Right.
Yeah, so I only focused on MMA. There was basically MMA classes, no-gi classes, BJJ classes, wrestling, and then there was like the Thai bit's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
So I'd only trained all the wrestling and MMA stuff the whole time I was there, and then my friend ended up talking us into but he didn't even talk me into it, to be fair. I was training in the Thai area one day, and they offered us a fight.
Right.
So that's how I ended up doing the Thai fights there.
Not a relaxing holiday then?
No, it's definitely. But to be fair, it is, because all you're doing is you're training through the day, and then you can relax the rest of the time.
Yeah.
So you go in after your afternoon session, you're just going to the beach and chilling, and honestly, it's a different world.
Life, isn't it? Different lifestyle
good.
altogether. You made the transition from Thai to MMA, what, a year ago roughly, is it?
Yeah, it'll be coming up a year now.
Yeah. You said you were living down at Liverpool, training down there. How did you get into MMA?
Well, I was originally down at Four Corners because I was actually training Thai, but I was struggling to get a fight, and I'd been in camp for ages, and just things weren't working out, like fight-wise at all. And then I came home for Christmas. I'd been there a few months. I came home for Christmas and I thought I need to make a decision what I'm going to do, because I'd spent a lot of time like working on my Thai and like nothing had came from it. And during that period, I'd also picked up a bit of BJJ. So I'd done like a beginner's course at Reay Rollers, and like I was training there as well over Christmas. And I'd also been doing some of the no-gi classes and training with some of the MMA lads at Four Corners like during the day. And I thought, right, there's something in this, like I could definitely see myself doing it. And then after I couldn't get a fight before Christmas, I thought, right, when I come back next year, I'm just going to be all in MMA and see what I can do. Then I fought in the April.
That's right.
Yeah.
So a short time again from training.
I moved down there in the February.
Yeah.
And I lived at the gym for a bit. That was an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Mad, but it was good.
So that's what you mean. That's what you're talking about, being all in, rather than just dipping your toes in.
Actually live at the gym. Yeah.
Fair play.
It was good though. Like a really good experience again. Met some amazing people that I'm still friends with now.
Yeah.
Learned loads, and when you actually live at the gym, you feel like a fighter.
Yeah.
And you're around other professional fighters. It was really good crack. Yeah. Cold, like the winter was freezing, but no, it was good.
Amazing. So you made your transition into MMA, short training period again, into your first fight, and that was against a girl from the northeast.
Yeah, Katrina King.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're actually really good friends now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Training partners as well, you kind of became.
Yeah, she was literally on the phone a few days ago. Her and Fisher still totally support us, anything that like I need. Yeah, so I go over to Sunderland now and again and do bits with Katrina and Fisher and some of the girls there as well. They've got a really good gym, and the actual team spirit there is one of the best I've seen.
Yeah.
Proper family gym.
Fish tank, is it called?
Yeah, the fish tank. Excellent. TFT. But yeah, that's another one, being friends with your opponent after.
Well, that's professionalism though, isn't it? And sportsmanship as well, so or sportswomanship, should I say.
Well, we make good partners because we've got different skills.
Right.
Like Katrina's wrestling is unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, her ground game's sick, and I'm more of a striker, so we can help each other that way. And we're the same size, same weight, totally same mentality.
Yeah.
Like the first time I went through after our fight, and we went for dinner and stuff, and I felt like I'd known her for years.
Nice.
Yeah. It's good. We've got a good relationship.
So you train all round though. It's not just so Liverpool, Sunderland. You do bits in Carlisle, like you say with the Reay Rollers in Carlisle. Manchester.
This is all in the last month.
So I mean, it's an expensive way to live as well, isn't it? And the way to train. Unfortunately, there's nowhere kind of all under one roof. But when you came back from Thailand as well, you went straight for trials. You were going to decide you're going to have a rest and go back to Thailand, and you went trials for the IMF.
Yeah, the IMF.
Yeah, you went for trials with the IMF, amateur MMA, and got picked for Team England. Yeah, came out on top.
It has been a whirlwind though, because I wasn't actually planning to do this when I got home. Because obviously I'm going back to Thailand, and I wanted some time just to spend with my friends and family and chill out for a bit. I'd worked so hard last year, but I obviously know there isn't time to be doing that as well. But I couldn't pass up on the opportunity when I knew that the trials were coming up, and for the World Championships, and to fight abroad and be part of like a national squad. Like, you can't turn those opportunities down.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'll go down on trial and see, what the crack is with it. And I didn't have I wasn't expecting to get picked. I knew I had a good chance because I've worked hard for it. But I thought, I don't know who I'm up against, or, if I'm ready for it. But yeah, first pick, and I was like, shit. No,
how does the trial process work then? They go down?
Yeah, so they have squad days where they basically are looking, they've kind of got like a checklist of, they're looking at all the different fighters, what they can bring to the team, what you're skilled at. yeah, I'm not 100% sure on like what they would discuss between themselves.
Yeah, the criteria.
You go down and you do a bit of sparring, you do drills. They're probably looking at your fitness, your mentality, like the whole package basically.
Yeah.
It's not like a long day or anything. It's just like it's a training session, but it was hard. And like you meet the other people in the team and stuff, and then we found out maybe a week or so after. So just before Christmas.
Excellent, nice early Christmas present for you.
Yeah.
It's Serbia you're off to fight for the Team
World
UK.
Championships, yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Good. I'm excited. I'm kind of at that point now where I just want it. Like I just want to get it done.
Yeah.
I've been I worked right through Christmas, like trained right through Christmas, and I feel really fit and yeah, I'm just ready to go now.
Yeah.
But I know these next 3 weeks will fly in, and at the time I'll be like, oh God, like, I need more time. Nah, I'll be fine.
Team England at the last championships, they've done really well, got quite a few medal places, didn't they?
Yeah.
Some of the guys and girls. I'm sure they'll be wanting to carry that on as well. This tournament.
Definitely, we've got a really strong squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll do very well at it.
That's going to be good as well, being able to train with, you know, lots of different people again, like you were saying. You've just been down to, was it Liverpool?
Yeah.
And Molly Meatball.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's one of the coaches on the England squad, and she invited us all down for a week to train at Next Gen, and we did Monday to Friday there. She put us up in apartments and stuff, and sorted us out for the week, and it was really good. I learned a lot that week. Yeah, a lot, and some things that are just basic that I didn't know. Like they really nail the basics there, and it just all made total sense. So yeah, it was a really good week, and obviously being around the squad as well, getting to know them all, because they've done championships and stuff between themselves before. Yeah. Whereas like I'm new to them, I'm new to the team, so it was nice to like properly get to know everyone, and have a week in Liverpool, obviously. Yeah. It's good, isn't it?
A second home.
Yeah.
So things really clicked for you down there with different training aspects, and obviously going to make you a better fighter. And
definitely, yeah. Every time I travel around, I learn so much.
Yeah.
Even the week before that, I was at Wayfarer Academy in Manchester. One of my sparring partners, Levi Steedman, she trains out of there, and again, like, did all the session, like the nighttime sessions, trained with the fighters in the daytime, and just learned so much in like a short space of time. I go home after and I'm like, my mind's blown. Like I'm writing down notes thinking I need to remember all of this. Yeah. Because the coaching's just brilliant. All these gyms, like it's the same up here, but I'm used to like the kind of coaching and stuff up here. Yeah. Then you go to a different gym and they do it a bit differently.
Next level kind of thing, probably down there, is it?
It's just different like coaching styles, and the home in on different things. Yeah. So Wayfarer, the stuff that they, like I learned that week, was completely different to the stuff at Next Gen. Right. Not different as in contradicting, just they've got different focuses. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. So I feel like travelling around like that, you pick up so much knowledge from different people, and I'm really lucky because like they welcome me in. They don't have to do that. Yeah. Everyone that I know in different gyms are just so welcoming and nice to us, like TFT, Wayfarer.
I think that shows it's a good gym to be at though. If you went in and there was loads of egos and people eyeballing you and things, you probably wouldn't want to train there anyways, would you? So
no, they've just got good cultures. Yeah.
Good. So you'd be looking for sponsorship as well, are you, to help out with some expenses for travelling all over? And
yeah, it is a do. Yeah. I invest pretty much everything that I earn back into training. I know it'll pay off, and it's obviously this period of time, isn't it? You've got to do it. Yeah. Like it's just one of them. But yeah, I've just got sponsorship from Room 26, the menswear shop in town. Yeah. Designer menswear. So that's really kind of them. Yeah.
And looking for some more. So if anyone's interested in sponsoring Lauren to help her out, give her a shout. I'll put all the social media credits in the description box. Yeah. Give her a follow as well.
Definitely not going to say no.
Well, Lauren, I wish you the very best of luck, and it's
you.
been great to see you again. And
thank you.
when you come back, hopefully we'll do a part 2.
Yeah, 100%.
Excellent. Good luck.
Thank you. Cheers.